Hey gang, so today I'm reviewing a fidget I bought recently. It's something I've been looking at for a while, and it is the YEDC PanYun, I think PanYun, fidget coin. I guess you could call it a coin. This thing is pretty darn sweet. So let's just get it under the camera and see why I like it so much. It's the PanYun. Let's go.
Running through the fire, let's leave it behind. We gotta go now, go now. We gotta go now.
Okay, here we go with the YEDC PanYun or PanYun. I'm sorry, I always destroy these names. It is one of those versions, I hope. So anyways, I really like this thing. I am a fan of YEDC products. I love the YEDC pig coins. I have one of my favorite fidgets ever, which is this gorgeous beauty. And we are looking at basically the same build, right? So we've got magnetic and mechanical. Now, the difference with this one, the coin, the original coin, is that depending on which direction you push it in, it changes from mechanical to magnetic. And that's just because the mechanics inside push the lid one way or the other, so one of them engages over the other one. Which is cool, except that my thumb typically goes in this direction. And that makes me want to use the mechanical a lot. And instead, I'm always using the magnetic. So what I really like about this one is that it doesn't matter what direction you go in, because these are independent of each other. So again, these two sides are connected, right? So one goes one way or goes the other way. On this one, they don't care. They just move their own way. So let's look at how that works. Now, anytime you are going to separate a mechanical coin, don't pull. The first thing you do is turn till you get in between that little magnet click, because then it just comes right off. It is so easy to remove. What you want to do is kind of offset the magnets so that they're not connected, and then they're not like fighting you to separate it. So this is the magnetic side, obviously. We've got our, as always, right, little bearing in there. And then this is interesting. So because the other side is mechanical, it doesn't just pop off. And if you've ever tried to open up a pig coin, you know the nightmare of dealing with that, with the little flippers and stuff, and trying to get the balls inside the holes and everything and trying to snap the whole thing back together. It's not fun. So this one has its own little post, and it has, I'm not really sure the name of this. It's like a star bit. These are really tiny little bits here. So we go in, and this little post here. Now here's the trick. You have to hold the other side down while you're unscrewing it, or it's just gonna keep turning. Now, once the post is out, see that? So this big post comes out. And then place it down. Never open anything sideways, because you are just begging for things to fall out. So that's it. We lift it off. And then we have our lid. Look at how much easier that design works than the original pig coins, where, like I said, we've got little flippers. Actually, I'll put up a little thing, if I have it, of when they're disassembled, how they look when they're disassembled. It is not fun to put back together. This is delightful. So you can actually add more clicks, less clicks, just by adding or removing balls. I love it just the way it is. I have no desire to change it. I also own this. This is something I bought off of somebody. So I can change it down the road, but for now I am happy with its configuration. And then that's it. Our post goes in here. Bit of a spring on the post. And that's it. And then we put and there we go. Now, the only thing that's kind of interesting is that this cannot come off. When I first saw these, I thought, oh, it's like a little hook thing that maybe you can hook on a new lanyard. So, I mean, yes, obviously you can take it off. You can untie it. You can remove it. But I'm not the best lanyard tire, so I try not to remove things and retie them. So I'm going to keep this on here, but this tends to look a little ragged. So at some point I'll change this out to something a little nicer, maybe a little bit more, I don't know, a little stronger build. But there's a whole bunch of great lanyards online, especially on Etsy. So I might look for one there. The only thing is, of course, I have to learn how to tie it onto here, or something with a big enough loop that I can, loop through. Anyways, that's another video, Sean. So let's just stick with this. This thing sounds great. I love it. I love that it's multi-directional. That to me is important. Now you can see here though, when you are working with these things, just remember you can get a little dirty because there's a lot of times there's like a bit of grease in there just to keep things lubricated. All right, gang. This is the, I'm going to try to say it again, the PanYun in stainless steel and brass. I'll get it someday. All right. Thanks for watching.